All right, when I'm stating a function as mapping notation, a function from a set of D or the domain to a set of R in the range is a relation in which each element in the domain is related to one element in the range, which we already talked about. If the function f, because we use f typically to state that it is a function, maps an element of x in the domain to an element of y in the range, we would write that the function is x will become y. Because I can only put in, well, when I put in one input, it's always only going to have one possible solution for what y is, which means I can say that it is direct function. If I'm completing the function is the square of from the first page, well, 1 is the square of 1. 4 is the square of 2. 9 is the square of 3. And lastly, 16 is the square of 4. Now, if I'm doing the same thing for this function, where I'm going to take x, and I'm going to do the function 3x plus 1 to solve for what y is. And I'm using the points of -1, 0, 1, and 2. Well, if I have 3 times -1 plus 1, that's going to give me -2. If I have 3 times 0 plus 1, that's going to give me 1. If I have 3 times 1 plus 1, that's going to give me 4. And if I have 3 times 2 is my x value plus 1, then it gives me 7. What is the range? Well, the range is going to be represented by -2, 1, 4, and 7. If I'm showing this as an arrow diagram, I'm going to draw my two circles to represent the sets. I'm going to say that all of this set is represented by x, and this set is represented by 3x plus 1. And then I'm going to list out numerically my x values. Well, the x values that I actually used were -1, 0, 1, and 2. The y values that I got are all my range values, -2, 1, 4, and 7. And these are going to connect straight across, where every one is going to be attached to only one set. If I'm listing it out as ordered pairs, well, my ordered pairs are going to be -1 and -2, 0 and 1, 1 and 4, and 2 and 7. If I am drawing these points out, then I'm just going to state that every x value starting at -1, 0, 1, and 2. And my y values, I'm going to list them as -2, +2, 4, 6, and 8. And I can graph out these points that I found. I have -1 and -2 is going to be down here. I have 0 and 1 is going to be about here. I have 1 and 4, it's going to be about here. And I have 2 and 7 is going to be about here. All right, go ahead, try some practice.